Hey, ladies and gentlemen, candidates for the position at the office for Family Healing Chiropractic and Max Living. I hope you guys are all having a blessed day or evening, depending on where you're at and where you're watching this. I know this is not normal. We're not in normal times, really. But my name is Dr. Mark Superna. I am the clinic owner. We have been in business at Family Healing Chiropractic. We're down in South Charlotte, if you haven't researched it yet. Close to Pineville, South Park, and Ballantyne, right in the middle of there. And every time that I've hired before in the past, we've always done these things called group interviews. And so because I can't do a group interview right now, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to be able to see and hear what the culture is and what our office is all about. So you don't waste your time and I don't waste my time trying to train somebody that doesn't want to be there in the first place. So I'm going to give you a few details about what we are, what we do, how we were established. I'm going to give you an idea about what chiropractic is, and I'm going to actually go through some of the details of the actual position and the job. So first part of this is I'm going to give you a little history of the office. Then I'm going to give you a little history of chiropractic and how and what we do, the mission of the office, and then I'm going to give you the details of the position. And then at the very end, I'm going to give you instructions of what to do. So if this is something that's interesting to you, then I recommend that you follow all the way to the end so you can get the instructions of what to do next. And as you do the things that I ask you to do at the end, then we'll find out if we're going to be a good fit and if it's going to be good for us to actually work together. So again, my name is Dr. Mark Superna. My wife is Dr. Joelle Superna. We started this office at Family Healing Chiropractic back in 2004. We had one baby at the time. We now have 4 girls. If I knew how to work this thing a little bit better, I'd pull up a picture of them right now, but I can't do that right now. But trust me, I have 4 girls. They're 16, 15, 11, and 9. And so pray for us and send donations for weddings if you guys want to as well. But we started the practice with only one of my daughters working, or not working, sitting underneath the front desk. And today was a blessing because she actually got a chance to work the front desk. So it's kind of a full circle moment for me today, which is a great blessing. But my wife and I started the office in Charlotte because we just wanted to help people. We both had great stories of chiropractic for us throughout our life. I had really bad asthma and allergies growing up, so bad that I was rushed to the hospital when I was younger. 7 years old, they put me on an inhaler. The inhaler would help me to breathe, but the side effects of the inhaler was headaches. So I started having these severe headaches, and at 12 years old, they started giving me Tylenol and aspirin to cover up the headaches. And the Tylenol and aspirin actually ate a hole in my stomach, started giving me digestive issues or also stomach ulcers, acid reflux. So my mom, being a good mom, took me back to the doctor again, and they gave me more meds. And it was one thing after another, and it was frustrating over the course of my life. I was taking 4 different medications by the time I was 21 years old. And I was 3rd year of pre-med at University of Iowa. And my academic advisor said to me, she goes, hey, you should, instead of being a medical doctor, you should actually go see my chiropractor. And I thought she was crazy because in pre-med, they taught us never to refer to a chiropractor, don't go. And but I was frustrated because every doctor I'd been to had always tried to cover up symptoms, but nobody ever talked about what to do to get me actually healthy. But she said, I said to her, I don't have neck pain or back pain. Why would I go see your chiropractor? And she said, 99% of chiropractors work with neck pain and back pain, and they're pretty good. But there's 1% of chiropractors that work with the healing power that God put inside your body. And that's who you need to go see. And so I went. He took x-rays of me, saw my spine. I'll explain a little bit what that means here in a little bit. And sure enough, I started getting adjusted and started changing some lifestyle things. And within a short amount of time, I was completely off all 4 of my medications and haven't taken another med in really 25 years. And so I'm so thankful for those moments. But we've seen thousands and thousands of patients over the course of years actually able to do that in our office. We opened up in 2004. It's now 2020. So for 16 years, we've been serving the Charlotte area. We grew to one of the largest clinics on the East Coast and even in America as far as a wellness clinic goes without drugs and surgery. And about 12, 14 years ago, they asked me to start teaching or coaching or consulting for a bigger group called Max Living. And so I started doing a lot of coaching and teaching seminars all over the country and teaching other offices how to train their team, their staff, kind of like what we do in our office. And so it's been a fun full circle moment. And right now, we just want to be able to serve more people in Charlotte. And we've got a great team, Keisha at the front desk, myself, my wife, and my daughter's helping out. But we're looking to add another person. That's where you come in, and maybe 2 people. But I wish I could hire everybody. We've gotten hundreds and hundreds of applications, and that's only been one day. So I got to imagine when it's all said and done, we'll probably have several hundred applications. So if you do not hear back from me, don't think it's because of anything that you said or did. It's just we have a lot of applications. And if you hear back from me, that means you were the cream of the crop and you were actually going to be a better fit for us. A little bit about our office. We do chiropractic. We don't do any of the modalities like electric stim and all that kind of stuff. If you've experienced chiropractors before, we do what's called max living corrective care. With corrective care, we actually know that the way that the body was designed is that your brain and spinal cord control every single function you have in your body. In fact, the brain and spinal cord, the spine itself, actually has nerves that are coming out the side here. And if your spine is in perfect alignment inside your body, then the nerves will work at 100%. But when the spine starts to shift out of its normal alignment, the holes where the nerves go through will start to choke and pinch off on the nerves. And so if you pinch the nerve that's going to the heart's going to, if you cut the nerve that's going to the heart's going to die. If I cut the nerve to your arm's going to die. But instead of cutting the nerve, if I pinch the nerve to your heart's going to die slowly. So already this week, we've seen people with cancers, heart disease, diabetes, a lady with a massive headache for 15 years straight, able to come into my office and get one adjustment and her headache's gone away and hasn't come back in over a week. And so amazing changes and differences. We just know the way that your body was designed is it was designed to heal and function properly. But when the spine goes out of alignment, it can no longer heal and do the things that it needs to do. So that's what we get a chance to do with our patients. We see it all the time. So how we work it is patients come into our office, we check their spine and nerve system. If it's not functioning, if it's not working, then we know that we need to reconnect that so the brain can start to communicate with the body can start to heal. And so essentially what you're looking for in our office is we've created systems around being able to onboard new patients and teach them through an educational process of that the spine and nerve system control everything, and that the body is self-healing. So I'll even show you this. The one thing that we know is that the body is a self-healing mechanism. And the key to it is that the nerve system is the master system of the body. So the nerve system is what controls everything, how you think, how you breathe, how you see, how happy you are, how much sleep you get. Their nerve system is the master system. The body's self-healing, the nerve system is the master system. Interference with the function of the nerve system limits the body. And so interference with the function of the nerve system limits the body from being able to do what it's supposed to do. And so interference comes from the spine being out of alignment. And then as a chiropractor, basically I locate and I correct that interference. We don't do any healing in our office. Okay. I don't heal anything. Your body heals itself. And so those of you that are listening, some of you guys are probably even watching this saying, oh my gosh, I wonder if this is what I need. What if my spinal problems, what if my headaches, stomach ulcers, what if my diabetes, what if my heart disease, what if my thyroid problems connected to my nerve system? What if that's the real issue? That's what we look for, and that's what we do as chiropractors. I wanted to give you guys a heads up of what we do so you know what you're getting yourself into. A couple of details about the office itself. I want to share this with you about the job itself. Hopefully you guys can see this okay here. I might have to move my screen around a little bit. Sorry. Okay. So one of the things that we talk about 5 essential coordinator and patient flow. So basically what I'm looking for here is I want somebody that, as you can see, encouraging, peaceful, teaching, connecting, cultivating, outgoing, joyful, guiding. And basically the thought process I want you to have is I'm going to help you and your family get the most out of your care and your life. That's what we're looking for. Somebody that's going to, that position, that's what we're looking for. And you can see here pre-shift, some of the actual things that are responsibilities is we do self-huddle, which is maybe you take 5 minutes, get your heart, your energy in the right space. We start early in the morning, 6:30 is showtime. On several days, I'll give you the hours here in a little bit. But self-huddle, get yourself ready. I spend about an hour and a half every single morning getting my mind right, getting my body right. I exercise, I read things, I read Bible, I read scripture, I do things to get myself ready. Log into all the computers, set the environment, the lights, the music, the temperature, the blinds, the smells, dust, vacuum, water cups, rugs, bathrooms, all that stuff, patient education, articles, advertising, boards, flyers. We want to make sure that our office tells the story, and that's the person we're looking for is help with that. Marketing, what's on the calendar. We have a calendar that keeps up, decorations and flowers. Those are all pre-shift stuff. And so pre-shift, before we start every single shift, we go through a list of our patients. And as we go through the list of our patients, basically what we're looking for is we're looking at who has things that they're needing. Who can we help? How can we help them? We also pray for our patients before we start. We typically play some Christian music in our office before we play some, sorry, I'm messing with my light. We play some Christian music as well because we like stuff that's encouraging and uplifting. And so we don't push our beliefs on anybody, but just this is who we are. And so if you're not comfortable with that, maybe this is not the right place for you. And I don't say that in a mean way. I mean that I just want to let you know that this is who we are. We talk a lot about how the body heals. We talk about how Jesus built the body and how God built the body, how the body is able to heal itself. So these are things that we talk about on a regular basis. I just want to put that out in front so you guys know that as well. On shift, we want people to be encouraging. You know, the 5 Essential CA is basically in-office exercises, making sure people are doing their home stuff, onboarding patient in their care, walking them through their first initial visits, making sure that the doctor has everything that they need, make sure that the doctors, if they need you to write anything down or research anything for a patient, that you're able to do that. Any kind of supplement promotions that are going on, answering the phone, checking people in and out, focusing only on conversations with patients that are about their care and about their health and about their healing. And so what we want to need to make sure is that you're doing those things post-shift. Clean the environment, make sure that everything's ready for the next shift, pulling re-exam forms, entering different graphics in the computers. This is all stuff, again, if you don't know how to do some of this stuff, we'll train you guys through this stuff. Marketing and branding, emails, text, social media, boards, TV, emails, all the stuff that we need to get out. Marketing, we do screenings sometimes. We don't do them very often, especially right now during this time. We're not doing anything, but we do dinners. Dinner with the doc, where we'll PF Chang's once a month, where we just gather our best patients and we'll take them out with their friends and we'll teach their friends what chiropractic is. We do screenings at health fairs and churches. We do talks at churches. So we need some help with some of those things along the way as well. So enough with that. Let me share one more thing with you because I want to show you what else we do. Here's the details of the job. Hopefully you guys can see this one too. Let me get rid of this. Sorry. Okay, there it is. So full-time position. We need someone who's outgoing, fun-loving, to care and love on patients. Being able to answer phones and communicate with people in person is the key. Pay starts between 12 and 15 based on your experience. And we'll determine that before we hire you, and we'll talk through some things with you guys. Here are the hours. I'm going to send these 2 documents with you so you can have these as well. We start early in the morning. 6:30 is call time on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We have some different hours than most people would. It's 6:30 to 11:30 and then 2-hour lunch, and then come back at 1:30 to 6:30. Sometimes that can be 2 or 2:30. So you have some gaps, especially on Monday and Wednesday are the only 2 days that you have that big gap in the middle. But people that have worked for us before love it because they work out during that time. They take care of their animals. They have a long lunch. They get to go read. They get to go work on themselves. They get to go run errands. There's all kinds of times. Tuesday, call times 1:30, 2 o'clock possibly. These are just the general times. To 7:30, we typically have a little bit later night on Tuesday nights because we do after hours doctor's report for our patients. And so Wednesdays are 6:30 to 11:30, then 1:30 to 6:30 again, same thing. And then Thursdays are only afternoon and Fridays are only morning. So you can see the times. We do adjust patients on Saturdays, but I go in by myself. I don't have any staff or team go with me. It's just basically me going by myself. These are the patient hours. We also need some flexibility with the marketing stuff. Like I said, lunch and learns, maybe once or twice a week, sometimes only once every 2 weeks. That we'll have a lunch and learn where some business will invite us to come out, our church. They'll invite us to come out. We'll do something. We need somebody to help us out with that. So we need some flexibility with those things. You'll know far in advance. Excuse me. You'll know far in advance when those things are going to be. Same thing. We also plan on some travel for seminars that I teach. We typically go to Orlando, Dallas, Denver. We'll let you know about those dates far in advance. Those are weeks where you'll still get paid for your 35, 40 hours or whatever you're working right now. You'll get paid those hours. We don't pay you for your time down there. It's all about self-improvement. But we do this 2 or 3 times a year, for sure 1 or 2 times a year. The trip, the food, the travel, hotels, everything's paid for. We take care of that. But we need somebody who's looking for a career, somebody that wants to grow with us. If you're just looking for a temporary job, this is not the place for you. We are really looking for somebody that is super serious about this being a real career job for themselves. And it's going to be a blast if you are, because I like to have a lot of fun. My personality is I like to, if you guys have seen The Office, which pretty much everybody has, except for my wife, because she hates The Office. She thinks it's funny in small doses. But we have fun. I mean, we have fun in The Office. And I tell my team all the time, I'm like, if we're not having fun, I don't want to come anymore. So we need somebody that's reliable, coachable, somebody that's reliable that you don't miss. We can't have you missing shifts. There's all kinds of other times that you can go see doctors and do all those other things. So we need somebody that's reliable. We'll teach you, we'll train you on how to do everything, how to answer phones, but we need you to be willing to learn. So if you're willing to learn and you're able to learn, then you're going to be a great fit for us. Couple of things, details. Chiropractic care is included, discount on supplements, healthcare for all of my employees has always been about us teaching you how to get stronger, healthy from the inside. And so we do not have healthcare. We do not have insurance, but you can go get that on your own or whatever. But our healthcare for us is all about let's take care of the body and the body will take care of itself. Eventually you can move into a paid time off position as well. But it takes a while before you can get there. But that is an opportunity down the road that will give you 10 shifts a year, which equates to about 2 weeks. And we want to encourage that eventually, and it'll get to that spot as well. But before you get that, if you need vacations, we have flexibility for sure, but we need somebody that's really consistent. Let's see, what else am I missing? I think I pretty much had everything. I do. Here's my challenge for you guys though. If you feel like this could be a good possibility for you, this is something that you maybe would love to do, then here's how we do this, is that I'm going to have you guys email me. I'm going to show you guys my email here on the screen. Okay. Let me make it not a ticker. Let me try to make it not a ticker. I don't know if I can edit that. I don't want it to tick. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. It still ticks. Sorry. I'll get there. Okay, my email is docsoup@gmail.com. Okay, and so this email, there we go. I fixed it. Okay, here's what I want you guys to do. If you're interested in the position and you guys saw the hours, you guys know the pay, you guys know everything, hopefully I kind of laid it all out there for you. We are looking somebody that's going to be part of the mission with us, somebody that loves people, somebody that wants to help people, somebody that's passionate about teaching people. Like I had a lady in tonight. She's so disheveled that she's been to every doctor and she cannot function. She's tired of taking drugs and medications, but that's all they want to keep doing is giving her more drugs and medications. I just listen, to see her life start to change before us in the 3 days coming in. She's starting to realize that we've got to focus for her, how to eat better, how to exercise, but most importantly, how to get adjusted. So we've got her on the right pathway right now. And that's what our passion is trying to teach people how to be able to take their life and their health down that right pathway. And so my hope and prayer is that we find somebody, and maybe it's you, if you're excited about this type of stuff and you feel like you'd thrive in this kind of environment, this is a great opportunity for you. What I want you to do, if you feel like, yep, you know what, this is something that I want to see and pursue, that if I can get this job, I want you to actually go to my, tape a video. I don't care if you do it on your computer, your phone, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be formal, but here's what I want to hear from you. Number one, I want to hear what your name is, why you're in the job market. Okay. Number two is, what your name is, why you're in the job market. Number three, why do you think you'd be a good fit for our team? Why do you think this would be a good position for you? Okay, so your name, why you're in the job market, and why you think this would be a good fit for you, and tape that. I also, if you don't mind too, at the end, I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this whole mask, no mask thing? It seems to be so polarizing these days. I just want to hear your opinions on about what do you think, masks or no masks? Should we be wearing masks? Should we wear no masks? Just love to hear you guys' opinion about that too, just briefly. Try to keep these videos underneath 45 seconds because I'm going to have hundreds of these things coming in. So if you're a great candidate and you think you want this, I want your name, why you're in the job market, why you think you'd be a good fit for a team, and masks or no masks. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys learned something, but it's probably different than you've ever had before. But my whole goal is to make this is a great position. You're going to have a lot of fun and you're going to meet a lot of great people and it's going to be a blast. We're gonna grow you. You're gonna get better as a human being. You're gonna become more organized. You're gonna become more excited. You're gonna have more knowledge about how health is. My employees that we've had before in the past, they don't go to doctors anymore. They don't take drugs. They keep themselves healthy. They figured out the way to be able to do these things. So that's my prayer for whoever we hire, is that we can take you down this pathway. But I want you to go ahead and tape a video and then email it out to me ASAP. And then you'll look for follow-up instructions along the way. So you guys have a great and blessed day. We'll talk to you soon.